MrBeast pressuring people into donating to TeamWater.
The corporate ringleader of weaponized charity has finally run out of runway. So MrBeast publicly cornered the internet's biggest creators on a live stage to fund his personal brand under the guise of global aid. And the entire spectacle just imploded. It turns out MrBeast's philanthropic empire is no longer fueled by pure generosity, but by a highly engineered public relations trap that converts forced peer pressure into content for his own brand. He didn't just ask for donations. He manufactured a social hostage situation where compliance was mandatory and dissent was met with immediate reputational destruction. The narrative of the selfless, unassailable internet saint is officially over. Normally, when a high-profile figure coordinates a massive charitable initiative, participation is voluntary, collaborative, and handled with institutional transparency. But that is not what Jimmy Donaldson did during his TeamWater campaign. Instead, he turned philanthropy into a high-stakes ambush, systematically dragging unsuspecting creators onto live broadcasts to demand their wealth in front of hundreds of thousands of concurrent viewers. MrBeast has spent years meticulously constructing a public persona as a modern digital saint, an untouchable force of pure altruism who only looks at the world through the lens of human impact. This matters far beyond the immediate circle of wealthy internet personalities. When the world's largest content creator weaponizes morality to generate metrics, charity ceases to be an act of good faith and becomes an institutional cudgel designed to shield a corporate empire from legitimate scrutiny. Take a look at the exact moment the baseline trap was established, because if there is any clip that proves how this weaponized mechanism functions, it is the Asmongold live call.
We know you got a lot of that.
Hey!
What is this?
Yeah, there's this charity thing called TeamWater where every $1 donated is a year of clean water for someone in need. And, we're trying to raise money to get people clean water all around the world. It's, a big thing. People die from it. And we were just curious. Your friends here were saying you were a very generous soul.
Are you really going to do this shit? Fuck the McDonald's drive-thru, man. This is going to happen to me.
You're putting people on the spot.
Nah.
Hey, they put me on the spot too, man. And now I'm broke.
Notice the underlying mechanics of this interaction. The setup is a psychological ambush designed to leave the target absolutely zero room to maneuver. By dropping a creator completely unprompted into a live room with an audience of over 200,000 people, MrBeast deliberately engineering a behavioral trap. You are forced to choose between instantly funding his brand's public narrative, or saying no, and allowing the internet to label you an uncharitable villain who doesn't care about dying people. It is a flawless execution of social coercion masquerading as benevolence. But this predatory method was only the first layer of the strategy. The system relies entirely on the threat of what happens if a creator refuses to comply with the script. Consider the immediate fallout surrounding Kai Cenat, who chose to protect his boundaries and explicitly declined to hand over a donation while being pressured live on stream. The response from the internet was immediate, systematic, and utterly brutal. Cenat became the target of a vicious, month-long hate campaign across every major platform, with critics labeling him selfish and hypocritical despite having no actual obligation to participate. The public execution of Kai Cenat served its exact engineered purpose. It proved to every other major creator that non-compliance would result in total reputational destruction. This is where the pattern becomes impossible to ignore. To fully understand how deeply uncomfortable this environment was for the people inside it,
2 hours was one of the most, uncomfortable, weird streams of all time, bro. Basically, this is all this stream was, bro. The epitome of the stream was basically just MrBeast pressuring people into donating to TeamWater, which is a great cause. But at the end of the day, let's be honest, chat. If TeamWater raises, $100 million, who gets the credit for it, bro? Who's gonna make the tweet and say, oh, this is TeamWater and we raised this amount of money? Who gets all the credit for this, chat? MrBeast. Exactly. So basically, we're all donating, he's getting all the credit, but we're all getting pressured into donating in front of, hundreds of thousands of people. When you combine all the streams, you're talking 200,000 people are watching this live. And at the end of the day, I kind of thought about it, and it's like, well, at the end of the day, it goes to a good cause, so I don't really care. It goes to a good cause. But that's all this stream is, bro. This is one of the, This stream was just excruciating, bro.
Okay.
The man.
And every time somebody would join the call, bro, it was just like,
Look at the silent witness dynamics captured in the live VOD history. During a grueling multi-hour stream with XQC and Adine Ross, MrBeast continuously pushed to extend the broadcast to squeeze more wealth out of his peers. If you watch the footage closely, XQC and Adine Ross are repeatedly pausing, looking directly at each other in sheer disbelief, and desperately trying to drop subtle social cues for a room check. MrBeast completely ignored the clear social discomfort of his co-hosts, plowing through their boundaries to feed his content engine.
I said it while it was live, and I said it afterwards. I said, I'm gonna be honest with you, I thought that the methods were a little bit too much. It nudged a little bit, it was way too much. I said it at the time when it was still live, that I was uncomfortable with it. After, and I said it multiple times, that I think that the method was just not okay. Like, just the fact that like, recalling and re-bringing up somebody and then going back onto the same people. I think it was too much, and I think the reading the room was just not happening. And I also feel like, and I think MrBeast knows this already, like the reading the room of that room with me and Aiden was not good either. Like me and Aiden kept pausing and looking at each other and looking at him as in like, yo, can we do like a read the room check? And it's like he would just not connect. You can go back into the VOD. At least 10 times, we pause, I look at Aiden, I look at him, and there's a pause, and he doesn't read the room. And I think it's just, maybe it's just maybe a YouTube personality, or you think, like, I think when he said, oh, dude, let's extend the stream. And then I pause, I'm like, yeah, we could do that. And I look at Aiden, and then he's like, so basically we're in, and I'm like, well, I need to kind of look at some stuff to see if we can do it. Oh, so we're gonna get in there and do that then. So we're gonna, and I'm like, yeah. Well, bro, you know what I mean? Like, bro, it's like read the room checks, and you know, like
reading in between the lines.
As much as I want to agree with Jynxzi as best as I can, right? I agree with what he says, right? But the way out of it is like a really simple solution. Like if you get called up, you got. I think you could just say, like a lot of people did. Yo, I just donate privately and shit like that. Like, oh, that's a cool cause. Good job, guys. I really like the stream. I keep it up. And I usually keep my donations private so that it's just the way it operates. And then people and nobody really blinked an eye about people who said that.
The methods were a little bit too much. The reading the room was just not happening. He was entirely deaf to human boundaries because the human beings in the room were no longer people. They were merely utility assets for a massive PR milestone. But even that is not the most alarming part of this case. The entire facade began to completely fracture when the primary satellite figure, Adine Ross, officially broke away from the corporate script. Ross publicly unraveled the entire operation by issuing explicit apologies to his fellow streamers for his role in the psychological squeeze.
And if there's videos and pictures of the wells being built and that's different. So where are they? This does not count. This is something you see in a fucking textbook at school. What the fuck, dude? No. Where is it? Where is it? It's 41 million years of water. I know I'll probably get texts and calls, but I don't care. This is a shit show. And I got fucked. From my opinion, I did. Don't care my perspective, I did. It was a great stream, I don't take that back. But could have been done better. Also, fuck that. No, hell no, I'm gonna say some shit. I was a condom. I was put on a dick, fuck, threw the condom off. That's me. Throw it in the trash. Said I was gonna be in the videos where everyone's streamer setups were built, all this. Never happened. Never fucking happened. Why? Because sometimes I say things and I'm just authentic. Every single streamer has weird ass allegations, but Adine Ross is the controversial figure. I'm the fucked up guy, right? When I'm open about everything. Me and my friend group, we show you guys everything, but I'm the fucked up guy. Saikuna, that Asian person, just got caught being a serial cheater. I saw that. And all these guys are all fucked up. But the one thing you'll know about me is I'm fucked up, but I when I'm fucked up. These guys don't have backbones, they're pussies. All of them. And I apologize to every streamer that or every single public figure that I pressured. And I'm sorry to them. And Jimmy, I will apologize to you if you show the proof of the water. It's been almost a year, and I've said this. You don't even have to do it to me. Do it for the people that are saying it's fake, where the water. Please. I've spoken to many people. That's it. That's it. You could shut everybody the fuck up by doing that. I'm sorry to the people that got pressured. I'm sorry about that. Everybody. I was in the wrong. Looking back, I was in the wrong, and I'm taking accountability fully. I'm not folding. No. I'm apologizing to people that I pressured from my network to donate, because that's not right. That's the truth. I feel bad doing that. That's why I'm apologizing. I don't think MrBeast gets the point. I also do want to keep it a buck. I privately texted Jynxzi, and I apologized. And I'm going to publicly apologize to Jynxzi because he's right. And anybody who thinks he isn't right, you're incorrect. When no streamers were answering the phone, I came through. XQC came through. It was a good experience for the most part. And it wasn't right. Looking back, it wasn't right. Looking back, it wasn't, it wasn't good pressuring people. It made a lot of streamers look bad. and I do apologize for that as well.
The very insiders who helped build the spectacle are now confirming that the environment was intensely manipulative, completely stripping MrBeast of his charitable cover. And that leads directly to the most damning revelation of all. Now, a lot of intense defenders are going to rush to the comments to claim that these aggressive tactics are entirely justified because the end goal is objectively noble. They will argue that forcing multimillionaire creators to part with pocket change to build clean water wells is a net positive for humanity, regardless of how awkward the stream felt. Except that entire defense completely falls apart under the weight of actual transparency. This wasn't a highly efficient aid distribution model. It was a content machine where MrBeast actively ignored basic social boundaries and repeatedly forced creators back into the hot seat purely to run up the metrics of the broadcast. The goal wasn't the quiet execution of global logistics. It was the public spectacle of compliance. The defense is permanently unavailable, but the absolute cherry on top of this entire compromised operation is what happened almost a year after the cameras stopped rolling. While the official TeamWater website prominently flaunted sweeping, unfalsifiable promotional copy promising 40 million years of water, Adine Ross dropped a massive explosive disclosure. Nearly 12 months later, there is zero verifiable proof, zero photographic evidence, and zero public documentation of the actual wells being constructed. Adine Ross, where are all those wells that were promised? I was put on like a condom, threw the condom off. That's me, thrown in the trash. Think about the devastating irony of that realization. Creators risked their entire reputations, faced intense public scrutiny, and handed over massive sums of money, only to find out that the institutional transparency was completely non-existent. And instead of providing clear, verifiable proof to quiet the skepticism, MrBeast's corporate legal team immediately moved behind the scenes to threaten Adine Ross with defamation lawsuits. They didn't drop the receipts, they dropped legal threats.
Oh, my bad. You talking about the MrBeast Chris Mill? Bro, I got a text about threatening legal. Try it, bro. Please try it. I swear, bro, I'm begging. Because the motherfuckers that threaten to push legal today, I will win. And you got money, so it's great. Like, please try it, bro. Allegedly, in my opinion, I say it. Rock Nation gave me the fucking key. Try it. I'm not worried or bothered at all.
When you step back and look at the entire case, the truth is clear. MrBeast's philanthropic empire is no longer fueled by pure generosity, but by a highly engineered public relations trap that converts forced peer pressure into content for his own brand. When charity is fully integrated into the creator economy, altruism inevitably becomes subservient to engagement metrics. At this scale, philanthropy ceases to be a quiet moral duty and transforms into a corporate cudgel, where doing good is weaponized to manufacture unassailable moral armor for the person holding the microphone. The corporate saint has officially been unmasked. If you want the deep breakdowns on how media empires actually operate, hit the subscribe button right now. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.